whether you are still holding on to the balding hair and doing things to cover that up, or you are on the other side, you're rocking the shaved head, but you're still doing things, you're still holding yourself back, you're still not taking those chances on yourself because you're having doubts, you're having insecurities, you're having a lack of belief in yourself, okay? This is all the same concept, but I'm mainly going to deliver this message from the side of the balding man who is stuck in that insecurity. Every time you're hiding yourself, every time you're feeling like you can't do that thing unless you keep the balding hidden, unless you check how the balding's looking with that picture on your phone, you can't put that picture out unless you've had a look to see how bad is the balding on show, okay? You can't go into the swimming pool because you don't want like your hair to get wet and you slick it back and then whoa bro, like how bad is that receding hairline? Every time you stop yourself like that, you are nurturing, you're feeding this belief that you can't handle this, okay? Every time you hide in some way, you're literally telling yourself, I can't do it, I can't handle it, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, I'm never going to be able to accept this, I'm not confident enough, and I'm never going to be confident enough, okay? You are feeding that belief that you can't handle it, and that is not what us Baldcafe Bald Maxers do. Now, I appreciate this is not me getting at you. I'm only delivering this message to you because I've been there, okay? I've been there. I've been the guy that, again, you've heard this story, but I've been the guy that I'm like, I can't be in my university classroom confidently unless I'm sat right at the back and the wall is behind me and no one sat behind me and no one has the opportunity to see that I'm losing my hair at the back. Then no one has an opportunity to call me out on it, no one has an opportunity to embarrass me, and then I won't feel embarrassed, okay? And every time I did that, I'm literally training myself like a little monkey in a cage to be like, yeah bro, yeah Harry, you can't handle this, so you get at the back of that classroom, you hide your ass away, and you, well, not literally, you hide yourself away, okay, and you stay stuck there, you stay at the back of that classroom, okay, because that's what you need to do, because you're not good enough, mate, you're embarrassing, you're ugly, you're gonna be this, that and the other, okay? I need you to recognize that every time you're doing this thing that hides it, look, even your barber may be a great guy, okay, he's like, yeah, no, all good, mate, I can work with this, I can help you fix it, and he truly thinks he's helping you with your confidence, okay? This company that sells you the hair fibers, okay, I don't want to believe they're all like blood-sucking monsters just farming your insecurity. Maybe they genuinely think that they are helping you with your confidence, okay? Maybe that guy on YouTube that you've seen that's like 10 ways to best hide your receding hairline, or on Instagram, maybe he actually thinks in his mind that he's helping you with your confidence, okay? By showing you how the best methods for hiding your receding hairline. And maybe you too think, yeah, when this hairline is covered, I do feel more confident. But listen, if that was developing in you true confidence and true belief in yourself, I mean genuine self-esteem, genuine confidence in yourself, if that was really working, if that was really giving you what it says it is, or what you hope it is going to give you, then why do you always come back to that feeling when you lack confidence and you need to use it again? You need to deploy that thing again. If it was giving you true, lasting confidence in yourself that extends beyond that immediate act of covering the hairline, of walking out of the barbers with this new fashioned hairstyle, the freshly applied hair fibers with the spray in it so that it doesn't wash out in the rain, okay, whatever it is, if these things were truly giving you that confidence that you seek with this, then why is it that you always return to that feeling of needing it to feel confident? Okay, what it's actually doing is you're training yourself to become reliant on that thing to reduce your anxiety. It's not actually giving you the belief and the confidence that, one, you can have, and 2, you deserve, right? And is actually out there. I'm getting sweaty, but I'm passionate. So this leads me on to the next point, which is, I'm going to refer to my notes here. Okay, you need to nurture the complete opposite. You need to do the opposite. You need to nurture this belief in yourself, okay? And this will take continual action, okay? Without, you won't be able to know what's on the other side of this action, right? Whether it is bombing in the pool without the hair fibers and just saying, oh, you know what? Whatever. What will be, will be. If someone like mentions my receding hairline, I'm not asked. Because I'm not being that little monkey, that little scared monkey in the cage anymore. Okay? This will require the continued action to nurture genuine belief in yourself, which is the thing that actually leads to that lasting confidence, okay, that you can have. And this is what the Baldcafe Bold Maxers do. Okay, and I only learnt this obviously after the fact that I started to take these actions. And I think one of the things that came to me in my mind today, actually it was when I was washing my hands in the gym, was that I just, for some reason, I just got that spark of that feeling. I think it's because someone asked me about it recently, of when I first left the barbershop with that ultra short haircut. It wasn't the totally shaved head, but it was the ultra short haircut. When I first left that barbershop, the buzz I got from doing the thing that I wasn't sure I could do, and I was then doing it. And it was like, wow, the belief, okay? The self-esteem, the belief, the confidence that it gives you in yourself after doing it is second to none. And it's the complete opposite action of all that I just previously described to yourself. So if you really, really, really want to make progress with this, you want to be able to put this past you and go way beyond, you need to start nurturing, okay, these acts of doing the thing that you're slightly scared to do. Just have delusional belief. If you need to, just have delusional belief that you're going to be able to pull it off, okay? You don't need the evidence. You can't collect all of the evidence and all of the kind of like knowledge of knowing exactly what it's going to be like after you do the thing. That's impossible to ever have. But that, I think that's the very reason why you get this new belief and this boost and this confidence after the fact you've done it, because you've done the scary thing without knowing what's going to happen on the other side. Okay, and that's almost this new environment that you're putting yourself in, that you're training yourself to be in, like literally. And this is applied in your life all the time. Even for me, let's, for example, as recently as when I was back in Athens, going to these barber shops, walking in there and being like, hey, can I film a YouTube video where I sit in your chair and like you cut my hair, you shave my head, and I'm going to put it on YouTube, right? And in my head, it feels risky of the fact that someone's going to go no, and that's going to be a bit embarrassing, a bit awkward. Or they're going to, yeah, or they're just going to say, I mean, literally, what's the worst that happens? They say no. But you start to like imagine these scenarios of someone being like, what? Like, why do you want to do that? Or you get no's. And then the point where on like the fourth barbershop, this was literally what happened, where I had to approach them and be like, hey, is it like, can we do a video? It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. You know, on the fourth no, you think everyone else has said no, so this one's probably going to say no as well. But because I've done these things over and over again, I have the belief in myself that I'm going to be able to pull it off. And on the other side of that, even if they continue to say no, okay, I've still tried. What was the point I wrote here? It won't work every time. Yeah, it's not going to work every time. But for the believer and the bold maxer, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. Because even the trying, yeah, I've written here, even the trying is fuel for that fire. There's no failure. Let's take, for example, when I went to Nepal and I did that. I know I keep going on about it, but again, it's a great example. For years and years, I was like, I can't do that. I probably shouldn't do that. How am I going to pull this off, this solo trek? I don't know anything about this. But I did most of it. However, that last final mountain that I tried to climb on my own was too much, okay? I was too scared. I didn't have the equipment. It got too dangerous and it was just getting ridiculous. And I was like, okay, look, this has beaten me this time, but I freaking tried. Because even before going up that mountain, the narrative in my head was, don't do it, you can't do it, it's probably a bit silly, like you shouldn't try. And if I'd have bought into that, I would have been the guy that doesn't try, that can't do it, that didn't do it, and I would have lived with that regret, and I would have like trained myself to be the guy that doesn't attempt it or whatever. But at least I tried. So even though I didn't succeed in that specific thing of climbing that specific mountain, it didn't knock my belief, because I still tried and I still got a kick out of that. And this is the point, you can too. You have to get off these things that are literally training yourself to be dependent to just get by, to just get through, because that is not who you are. That is not who you are, and you know that's not who you are. It's just, unfortunately, you're stuck in that situation right now. So the whole point of this is, please start finding these ways to nurture this belief in yourself that you don't need these little kind of, what even do we call these things? These little things that actually degrade what matters, which is that true, genuine belief in yourself. You don't need them. You don't need them. Your belief in yourself is enough. You just have to train yourself to recognize that it's there. Obviously a huge thing like shaving off that balding hair, which you felt like you needed to feel confident for so long. Obviously that's a huge step that leads to that huge leap in a belief in yourself, but you don't need to necessarily go right there right away. Okay, you can do smaller things. I don't know, you haven't seen a friend in a while and you feel a bit awkward about the fact that you've kind of not kept in touch with them. Hit them up, go hang out, right? You run the risk of them being like, why haven't you spoken to me for ages? But you just do it anyway and train this belief in yourself. This is the bold maxing, the Baldcafe bold maxing ethos at play here. Okay, and this is what I really want to share with you, and I hope that you find ways to do this. There's no failure. The only failure is in not trying. Listen, you don't need these things. Okay, you don't need these little crutches to just get by in life. You can do more than that. You're worth more than that. I'm telling you this, when you're operating from this point where you know that you don't need these things, and like your raw form is enough to achieve all these things that you want to achieve, whatever that is, you're going to be like me, a little bit mental, dare I say it, a little bit egotistical at times, because you fully rate yourself on the fact that you've done all these things that at one point you doubted that you were able to do. You had all these companies trying to sell you something based on that doubt, right? And you sort of, unfortunately, like me, bought into that for a bit. But eventually you broke free. You broke free, and that ascension up into the bold maxing realm where you're like, I'm doing this, and I can do basically anything, is incredible. So listen, I've got transformation videos coming soon. We're still going to do that. We're still doing these bold maxing trips because I'm fully on that right now. And when I'm fired up and I need to deliver a message to you like this, to really, I feel like, just shake something up inside you, because sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we need that little wake up. Even me, myself, I need that little reminder. But it just came to me, and so I'm no longer just going to sit on these ideas and be like, yeah, I'll record a video at some point. Literally, I've just got back from the gym and I'm like, I need to share this message with you. So here I am doing it. As always, I'm going to be putting out everything that you'll need to do this on the channel, like I always do. But if you do want to speak to me one-on-one about this, because you're just feeling stuck, you're feeling like there's something you just can't quite shake, you want help breaking through that, then book a call with me. You can do that down in the description. We'll jump on, we'll have a direct call, we'll grab a coffee, we'll talk all about it, and we'll get you to where you want to be. That is what I live for. I really hope this video helped you. See you soon.